Honda Pilot 2023. It's time for renewal at Honda. After the HR-V and CR-V utilities, it's the Honda Pilot S turn to present a new generation for the 2023 model year. That's good, because the outgoing generation of the Pilot had hardly changed since its arrival in 2016. Let's say that its age was starting to be felt, although it remained a very competitive product in its category against rivals like the Nissan Pathfinder, the Toyota Highlander, the Ford Explorer, or the Korean duo consisting of the Hyundai Palisade and Kia Telluride. The new Pilot 2023 naturally adopts a more modern look, in particular thanks to an oversized grille which is reminiscent of that of the CR-V 2023. At the rear, the lights are joined by a crossbar incorporating the name of the model in large letters, a growing trend in the automotive industry. In short, in terms of design, the Honda Pilot does not reinvent anything, but cleverly renews itself in the face of ridiculously fierce rivals. More techno and more space. Inside, history repeats itself. Nothing extravagant, but Honda is making up for lost time by offering digital instrumentation behind the wheel as well as a newer infotainment system modeled on other models recently introduced on the market. The range of Honda sensing driver assistance technologies comes as standard. Capable of accommodating up to 8 occupants, the Pilot retains its family vocation by offering even more space than its predecessor. Honda prides itself on having improved the legroom of the 2 rear rows. The loading volume in the trunk is also revised upwards, from now on to 635 liters. All this means that the total length of the Pilot now exceeds 5 meters. Timid changes under the hood. If the Honda Pilot changes quite radically seen from the outside, the choice of engine is surprisingly more traditional. The 2023 Pilot continues to use a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6. Forget a turbo or even hybrid version, at least for now. In its presentation, Honda speaks of an all-new engine, but the displacement is squarely identical to that of the old Pilot, while the output of 285 horsepower is only slightly higher than the 280 horsepower of the outgoing model. As for torque, it remains at 262 pound-feet. Same thing for the towing capacity, which remains camped at 5,000 pounds. All-wheel drive is of course standard. Honda stipulates that up to 70% of the torque can be sent to the rear axle, while 100% of the torque can be directed left or right depending on the traction needs of the vehicle. Fuel economy ratings have yet to be announced, but don't expect miracles. At best, we can subtract a few tenths of a liter from the rating of the 2022 model, which was 11L, 100 kilometers, combined city, highway. A TrailSport version ready for adventure. After adding a TrailSport version to the Pilot range in 2022, Honda obviously repeats the formula with this 2023 model. Focused on so-called adventurous driving, the TrailSport models respond to Ford's Timberline, Subaru's Wilderness and GMC SAT4. In the case that concerns us, the Pilot TrailSport stands out from the other versions of the range with all-terrain tires, protective plates under the vehicle as well as a raised suspension adapted for off-road driving. In addition to the TrailSport version, the 2023 Honda Pilot will be offered in Canada in Sport, XL, Touring and Black Edition versions. The price range starts at $50,650 for the Sport version and can go up to $62,850 for the Black Edition version. The Honda Pilot remains assembled at the U.S. plant in Lincoln, Alabama.